Oh, yep, okay. Ugh. I should finish, but now I know what I'm doing again. Okay, let's flip the switches and then we'll probably be done. Yeah, everything will reset. Foyer, kitchen, garage should be on. I'm assuming this is the art studio. It worked. Down here, maybe? There's a light switch somewhere, I know it. No? Is this not the art studio? Where? Hmm. Well, we know a bunch of stuff up here. That's going to be on. We need to turn off both the bedrooms and turn on the attic. Do I hear it already? Oh, why? Why? No! Can I just push you out into the void? Nope. Hmm. We're so close. We're not even getting cutscenes anymore, are we? Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's do the upstairs stuff first, since that sucked. Oh my god. Off. Off. Come on. Interact! Dang it. Flip. Okay. And then study. Study should be on. Bathroom should be on. And that's the whole... Okay, so it's broken up by floor. That makes sense. So living room and dining room. Which one's dining room? Foyer off. Living room and dining room on. Is this... So is this dining room? And these are both currently on, right? Yeah. Have we ever seen this note? Parker, please forgive me, but after sitting on it a few days, I simply cannot accept this painting as a gift. I keep seeing it in the corner of my eyes while trying to work and losing my train of thought as I break into chills. I don't wish to seem superstitious. The thing is just ghastly. I think it better be displayed at your home. Bryn Stoward. Strange. That's a reference to something. Flip switch. Okay. Living room, dining room, foyer, kitchen, garage. So art studio is one of the basement ones. Turn on garage. And we're going to have to go... Do we have to go to the mall? I don't think we have to go all the way to the mall. Seller off. I already hear stuff. And then this switch off. Right, so that means art studio. I think art studio and we're good. So it must be one of these. Oh, this. Of course. Light switch. Okay. Oh. Aha. Aha, aha. Inspect panel. 2B or not 2B? I don't know which to pick. Oh, it's our apartment. Of course. Of course. Now, see our active projects, notes to myself. Can I... No. Can see some sort of possum illustration back there. Package. Package from Francine. She sent it like a week after I moved. I keep meaning to open it. Well, good job for not doing that, I guess. Examine door. Laura, it's Laura's room. Cool. We have a little game station. And an entertainment center made of crates. Open door. Is there anything in here? There's nothing in here. This outside? Now we're just stuck in here? Except now it's a different time of day. It's an unopened package from Francine. I let it sit for months. Cleaning this area up was a lot of work. It was like pulling teeth, but it felt like a very good first step. Like the rest would follow. Everything's gonna be slightly different now. This is Laura's room. Took me a long time to finally take this sign down. Now we're gonna see all the things that have happened in the real world since the night at the house happened. Look at all these sticky notes. Sticky notes. They're all from me. Some of these are really passive-aggressive. In retrospect, these seem kind of obsessive. Meat door. Examine meat. Exposed muscle, breathing slowly. Is this place alive? Made out of meat? I can barely stand to think about it. Not a good thought. Examine boxes. I understood why Laura moved out, but it still felt really bad. The TV got all small. Laura took her TV. Or she is taking her TV. Come on. I saw the circle. Why isn't that? Come on. weird. Oh, whatever. Can't tell if game is being weird on purpose or by accident. Okay, well, clearly we're going to go out the door and come back in, and everything's going to be slightly shittier. Examine scissors. Half a pair of scissors. There's some blood on the blade, like someone cut themselves, breaking them apart. Examine mess. I really let this place fall apart. Sure did. Crumpled letter. I'm so glad that I just unloaded all of my boxes and books. I gotta give you some of these because the awful reading habit of mine makes moving miserable. It's crazy that I can be doing work and know that within 5 miles you're puttering around doing your thing. Congrats on the real actual book it was illustrated, by the way. I know that was always a dream of yours, so proud of you. Look at us, 2 adults with jobs and apartments in the same city. Come check out my dinky little apartment. I want to see your dinky little apartment. I want to see Laura again. Let's go to the museum or the movies or get drunk and play pinball. Part F. Examine mail pile. What a mess. All the things from Francine that you have ignored. Sticky notes. I don't know what else to do. Or didn't know what else to do. This is Francine's room. Just left empty. Or not Francine, Laura. I don't know, I've had trouble getting Laura and Francine confused this whole time, but whatever. Some of these are in a handwriting I don't recognize. In fact, they're not even words. Good. Good. Examine clutter. No, not... You don't need to go around. It's right there. Oh, geez, fine. Did I really let it get this bad? I mean, clearly. Started constructing a fort. Hey, look, a blue jacket. Examine meat. Turning gray, dying. This place is on its last legs. Assuming I can't, yeah. Examine scratches. Scratches? Was that thing trapped down here? A bunch of torn up sheets and bandages and paper all torn up and mixed together. Was the killer living here? Kind of pathetic. The killer? Yeah. Let's go with that. That thing, the killer, just kept banging at the walls trying to get out. Oh. Didn't we see it sobbing here earlier? We did. Banging its head against the wall. Be free! Go on, get! Okay. Sorry about the mess. I don't think it's this bad in real life. Where'd the killer go? It has to be looking for us, right? Not anymore. Saw the door was open and made a break for it. Yeah, it just wanted out this whole time. I don't think it liked being here either. Things are going wild up above. You should see it. Up above? We can't go back up there. You'd rather take your chances down here? Oh, geez. Good point. The void is quite large. What is this place? It's not a wild classical haunted house anymore. It's just a house. Just a normal house with a normal attic. Yeah, after you went down the elevator, I kinda lived and died a few more times. And, geez, really? Yeah, don't worry about it. But every time I came back, it seemed like the house was changing. It got a little smaller, less colorful. A little sadder. More like I actually remember it. Let's take a look around, I guess? Knock yourself out. So this is the actual accumulator that Parker built. Wooden box with a switch and a light bulb. This is the accumulator, I guess. From before Nest's obsession made it a messed up mad science machine. Parker, I'm watching the sunset over the lake as I write this. The garden I told you about has finally begun to pay off. The zucchinis are just beginning to flower. My tomato plants are bearing big, misshapen fruit. My basil has come in a bit wimpy this year, but it does just fine for a light caprese salad on a night like this. I think back on the dinky little garden I tried so hard to cultivate in your side yard that summer, where everything I planted was choked out by that single rogue watermelon vine, and how we checked on that wayward little watermelon every day. Joked about the seed spitting contest we'd have when it was grown, and of course those rat bastard squirrels beat us to the punch. When we found that hollowed out rind, you were crying laughing, and I was just plain crying. Such a silly thing. Speaking of silly things, have you heard from any of the old gang lately? You'll never believe it, but I find myself getting lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure you understand the feeling. It is a joy to live alone, yes, but I find myself missing the sounds of poorly picked guitar in the early morning, the inexplicable clunks of the bowls in the bowels of the house, the smell of the damp cellar mixed with clove cigarettes, the art projects, the experiments, oh, the conversations we all had just sitting on the steps outside, arguing about nothing. Kids sometimes come down to the shore off my property and smoke grass. The smell drifts up here and drives me crazy with nostalgia. They believe they're being sly, and I'm happy to let them think so long as I can enjoy their distant laughter and fun. It makes me miss you and that house and the people so very much. I wonder if we could corral all the old folks back together for some sort of reunion, an exchange of ideas, as we would have called it then. It would be lovely to see some familiar faces again and do, well, whatever it is we aging punks do with ourselves now that we're no longer cool or relevant. Not that we ever really were, anyway. So, enough of my navel gazing. Are you well? What are you working on? Tinkering with? Is that cat still hanging around your back door? Do you have any books to recommend? Please drop me a line whenever you find the chance. I do so love to pick that strange brain of yours. Warmly, C. The sad? I mean, yes, but I suspect that the actual reality of what was going on here was a lot less sad than what it's turned into. Clara, I found these while cleaning house, and since I'll be around at the post office today, I wanted to take a moment to send them to you. They're from another time, but somehow I still think of us as these feeble lines and the hands that drew them. So that's Parker and Clara, I think. Guess this is one of the older Grubsoft games Megan told me about. Scary bird story? Oh, excellent. Seems silly. Though I guess the blood coming out of the birdhouse is kind of fucked up. I hope Megan is okay. A Christmas tree. So I guess we're ready. Well, I guess when we're ready, we just flip the switch on the accumulator. Wait, that's the accumulator? It looks like a closet. Yep. Here it's just a totally normally creepy old pseudoscience box. Geez, why not give it a try? I guess it worked last time. Yeah. I'm ready to go. You sure? Yeah. Let's get together soon, okay? I'm really gonna miss you. Yeah. It was good seeing you. No, it wasn't. It's us! In the real world! Maybe, hopefully. Is that the void or is it the sun? Oh, it's the credits. Hmm. Oh, and Homebody was the void the whole time. I get it. Good job, team. Good job, Jory. That was a trip, huh? I mean, were you just a recluse in your house? I don't think it's that simple. I don't think this is a fully it is in your mind situation, but I think it is a stuff that is in your mind became not in your mind kind of a deal. Letters piling up outside. So I think Emily is a recluse. Even in the previous stream, in the early episodes, when we're talking to our friends, just outside of the context of horror, murder, time loop nonsense, I think we are a bit of a recluse on our own. We like a lot of the conversations we've had was about how we moved away from our friends to go live in the big city and lost contact with all of them for no reason other than the fact that we were a recluse, essentially, right? We let all those friendships wither away for no real reason and shut ourselves in, and yeah. I don't know. A lot of open questions. A lot of that is open to interpretation, right? That's wild, though. I mean, geez, geez, geez. Oh, what do you think? What? Tell me what you think. I'm. Can I go to bed now? It's 2 a.m. Yeah, go to bed. Sorry to keep you up late. I meant to end like an hour ago, but it was like we were close, and I wanted. I assumed we were close. Being a clues was in the title. Yeah, exactly. It's like, who is the homebody? I think we are the homebody, or one of them. I think Parker was obviously one also. A lot of the writings we see between Clara and Parker, Clara is telling him to get out, and like she's calling him a recluse too. Told my partner I was going to bed in 20 minutes, an hour and a half ago. I'm sorry. You can blame it on me. It's fine. 2.5 hours ago. Jeez. I was gonna say you're not usually around this late. Thanks for hanging out, though. You got to see the end. You got to see how that all wraps up, as much as it does. Yeah. Yeah. Say you were stuck in a time loop. Exactly. Couldn't get out. I kept trying to talk to people about it, but the words wouldn't come out. I think that was probably like you're right. There's no jump scares, right? It's not a scary game, but I don't ever get really like scared of games that are scary anyway. I just find them really cool and atmospheric and creepy. The creepiest thing in this game, in my opinion, was the whole being in a dialogue and choosing an option to talk about all the horrible stuff that's happening and different words come out of your mouth. That was creepy. that one weirded me out. Have I tried Amnesia? I've tried it. It's been it was okay. It had similar vibes to this, right? One of the original, there's a monster in the house trying to get you kind of deals, but I don't know. It wasn't as engaging as this was. I know I didn't beat it. I got a little ways into it and it was like, I'm dead again. I just didn't continue with it. But this one kept moving. which is good. Like, the pacing on this was really interesting. The fact that you have a little bit of time to mess with the house, and then you gotta run for a bit, and then you die, and then it goes back, and it all resets. I mean, that's really interesting. I think that's a really interesting concept, and it was well executed, is my opinion. It left with a satisfying-ish conclusion, but definitely with a ton of questions. Like, the meat house just died, I guess. We recycled too many times, and the meat house ran out of power. The monster ran off into the void, and now we're free. I haven't played Alien Isolation. I've heard it's fantastic. If people like watching me do scary games, that's a thing I can do. I know that's not everyone's jam. Dwarves on Thursday for sure, though. Well, we need to revisit our dwarves. I've heard Alien Isolation is very good, so maybe we'll check that out someday. I don't know how long that one is. I'm hesitant to start, like, you know, it's like a 40-hour horror adventure. I don't know, but this was compact enough. Did it in 2 sittings, essentially. Really nailed the being hunted by something smart vibe. Yeah, I'm kind of relieved that in this game, the monster wasn't, like, hunting us, right? It was patrolling through the house, and if we came across it, we were kind of screwed. But if we knew where it was, and we knew what we needed to be doing, we can kind of get around it. And it wasn't that big of an obstacle. It was more pressure than the obstacle, right? The puzzles were the obstacle. I assume Alien Isolation isn't a puzzle game, right? That's more of just a run and hide game, right? Anyway, that was HOMEBODY. Yeah, this is the end of the stream. I want to hear your opinions. If you like, this is going to go up on the VOD is going to go up on YouTube. I've been chopping it up into pieces, into little 30-minute bits. Different puzzle to hide ratio to be sure. Yeah, that's fair. So if you're watching the VOD, I want to hear what you think. I want to hear your comments. So comment below what you think of this game and what you think of that ending. Because I'm really curious. I want to watch someone needs to put out a 2-hour lore video about this game and its ending and the meat house, and explain it to me. That's what I need. I need Vati Vidya to do a deep dive and tear it all apart. Because I can follow these kinds of things along, like all the real mind screwy stuff. I can follow along and kind of get what's going on, but like all the really neat, like all the little details I usually miss. And there's probably some through line that I'm not getting that gives some extra insight into what's going on, into the ending. And sometimes you just need someone to spell it out for you. TLDR, Moon's haunted. Yeah. Moon is void. Moon is gone. No moon. There is no moon. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat dinner and leave all the lights on and maybe go outside. And I hope you do the same. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I hope you come back for Dwarf Fortress on Thursday. And I hope you stay kind.